Welcome to Sneakers and Stogies. It is here. We are here today on this beautiful hump day that I actually miss y'all. I really do. And my co-host is not here today. But needless to say, that's none of my issues. That's none of my concern. I cannot complain anymore. What we have here today is a very, very, very important person. Somebody who has changed not only the way we look at the world from a filmmaker's eyes, but also somebody who's very creative in their own personal avenue. Today, we are here and gracefully honored to have on our show Will York the Third.
Man, that's a lot right there. I appreciate it.
No problem. Welcome to Sneakers and Stogies. Your scheduling is harder than I thought, and I thought I was bad.
Hey, man, it's been crazy. It's a lot of stuff, man. But I'm happy to be here, bro. Glad you got me, man.
No problem, and I know you're about to leave us and go venture on to the rest of the world, but for today, we have you here.
Yep.
So,
that's top secret. That's top secret info. Top secret.
Exactly. Not a lot of people know this. So, let me for my producer, for Damo Dite, get on my butt about looking at my computer too much. I'm adjusting the audio. I don't want to get yelled at today. Not today. Let's start off with Girl Dad. My line brother, Andre Myers Murray, and I'm glad I said it right this time because he would have killed me if I said the other way. Helped you film this experience, and I heard you had your viewing Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Can you break it down for us, and for people who don't know what it is, can you break it down for us so we can get a better understanding of Girl Dad?
Yeah, for sure, man. So, just recently, this year we started a non-profit organization called Black Fathers. So it's officially RNC3. And Black Fathers was created to dispel the misconceptions about Black fatherhood period and kind of create a community around Black men that's raising kids. We got a bunch of programs and stuff coming on, but one of the podcasts we wanted to do was a girl dad. We call it the girl dad experience. So me and the other co-host, his name is Elsie. He and I, man, we always have like long conversations and stuff. Matter of fact, we actually went on IG Live one time. He's heavy into fashion and style.
Yes, I saw that in the photos.
Yeah, he used to work in retail like Gucci, Polo, so me and him had an issue at one point in time. Somebody, Gucci, he was wearing Gucci, and I think Gucci had something that came out. It was a blackface.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. A bunch of other brands too. Burberry, Montclair, a bunch of them.
Of course.
And so I'm like, yo, why are you rocking that? And that's how they treating us. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, well, we need to get down to the bottom of it. And so anyway, that conversation kind of led into more conversations. And people were like, yo, y'all should do like something together. So the through line that we had together, we both were girl dads. So so we just kind of brainstormed and we started that. So, but to answer your question, bro, so man, it was amazing private viewing event. Basically, we hand selected about 20 girl dads. They came through to this girl spot. And, it was like real open and honest discussion. So we was talking about different experiences. Some men had, their wives had issues with fertility, and some of them lost kids, and just going through that, and then the process and the emotion of being a man, raising a daughter, and how you gotta balance that. And it was just solid, man. It was grown men and men getting real emotional. But it was us cultivating this community. I can't wait to put out some of the stuff on it. But I'm excited, man. The first episode is dropping on the 23rd, so I don't know when this is releasing, but
the audio should be out before I leave the cabin, so that's a good thing.
Okay, cool.
So it's right around that time.
Cool. Yeah, so Wednesday, next Wednesday, 23rd, the first episode is releasing, and it's a visual podcast. Yeah, Drake killed it.
Of course. I know my line would do something like that. Which was a good thing, because I see you have your own studio.
Yeah.
And I've been trying, a couple years ago, I was trying to get somebody to shoot, but they ended up canceling the shoot. But what made you get your own studio, especially in the UK? That is a good point. What is the biggest misconception?
You worded
Well, I know. her brain is on fire, and I love
You
it.
probably got questions too. Yeah.
Oh, no, I jump in when I could because I feel like that's a good because you just jump straight into the studio
Yeah.
and not more into the girl band.
Well, but exactly because time limit and everything.
Oh, no, I know, but still, like, a little bit more into it. Like, it was your answer. I want you to say something that, like, really, like, if I was watching it and I didn't know you, then I'd be like, okay, girl, that's cool and all. But then you say something like, what the biggest misconception is, like, or what the biggest.
With the biggest, so
When people hear girl gang, like, what is the biggest misconception? Like, why? Because when you hear girl gang, you think like Kobe or men that only have daughters or men who tap into their sexual side or men who get their toes up by their daughters. But you don't really hear like more like what it's really like to be. I'm pretty sure in your series, you guys got down to it. Just the external view.
Yeah, I don't just
I want you to spoil what your show has. But
that's what I'm trying to
I
avoid.
mean, we just had an open conversation. I'm open book, man.
So-
chopping it up.
So with everything that's going on in the community, especially how black fathers are painted in a negative light, what does your podcast or your visual podcast give to not only inspire black fathers but also help them to feel confident in what they're doing?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, there's a lot of statistics out there that kind of are skewed and manipulated like to paint us in a certain way. And so, the idea of Girl Dad was to kind of paint our own narratives and shed light on real stories. Men like me, men like LZ, my co-host, like talk about those type of things. But I think one of the bigger misconceptions is that they say about 73% of black kids grew up in a single family home, right? And so they say the divorce rate is very high, and but that doesn't automatically mean that the father isn't in the kid's life. I'm co-parenting myself. I'm very active with my daughter.
I see you, especially at that point.
Oh yeah, she's a dog.
I see.
She's a dog. But yeah, man, like I think that's one of the biggest things, misconceptions about black fatherhood in general is that they skew these statistics and they make you believe certain things and they run their own narrative and it's perpetuated throughout the media. But in actuality, there's a report that came out that said black fathers actually spend more time with their kids, bathing their kids, going to events with their kids, spending real intimate time with them. But one of the misconceptions about being a girl dad, I think that, to your point, we talk about Kobe, and when you think of girl dad, you think maybe LeBron and his daughter, getting your nails done, that type of stuff. But the truth is, it's difficult raising a girl and like trying to give them like that positive reinforcement. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta redirect them in a way. You know what I'm saying, for sure. But it's not always that sensitive, soft side. Sometimes you gotta be honest, and sometimes you gotta be rough with them and let them know the truth.
girls are truthful.
Oh yeah, girls are truthful, and I have to save her before I throw her in this world. She get the real world. She needs to get the real from me first. So yeah, I think that's just one of the bigger misconceptions about just being a girl dad kid. It ain't all flowery and all baby.
Especially with my brother.
Oh man, congratulations.
So, and with what you're saying, it
Uncle
actually,
Jay.
but
Oh, word.
for a girl, it's unique.
Yeah.
This is my first religion at least.
I got you.
Well, not even that, but my brother has boys, so for me to have to be a girl uncle, it's kind of I want to learn how to adapt to not only the mother and father situation, but also being there for the baby.
Yeah.
So that's why I was interested in not only just bringing you to the show, but also learning more how to be a guiding figure for a little bit of life from a black father's perspective.
Yeah, no, bro, that's a good question. My brother and my family, like I had my daughter when I was 20, I was in South Carolina. And so you can imagine, I'm still trying to figure out life. And I had a girl from the world. I had a village, unfortunately, always talk to my brother about this. My brother and my daughter are close. You know what I'm saying? They have a real good relationship, and I think it's important for people like you, who, you know, Uncle Jay, to spend that one-on-one time with your niece. You know what I'm saying? Build that rapport, build that relationship, because, you know, although they may not tell their parents everything, you may be another outlet where they can talk to you and feel comfortable talking to you. So you can't have that relationship unless you build that rapport, build that bond. So yeah, you should definitely, you know what I'm saying, do that.
Now, just to bring it in now, before my co-producer, my executive producer kills me, the original topic, now we're going from, like, literally, like I said. You know, I have that fun because, you know, I'm not a couple. You know, I'm not a couple, so that's a good thing. So, now we can't be so it's a good
This
thing.
is our first episode sober.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Both of us.
Exactly. So it's really hard to be there. But so,
I'm right there with y'all, man.
bro, so back to the studio. Because
Yeah.
you built, so you got the studio here. And I want to hear the pronunciation because I might say it wrong in my thinking, and I don't want to say it wrong because it's a personal business. I understand. That's your baby. That's your personal baby. So how do you say the name of the studio? So I won't say it wrong.
It's proper.
So it's proper.
It's
So
proper.
right. Okay.
It's proper.
Just wanted-
And let me tell you, it wasn't necessarily just my baby.
Of
You know what
course.
I'm saying? There's a lot of people that were involved with the head honcho, Manny, you may know Manny with the studio, man. And yeah, I mean, this isn't anything new, man. We started this back in 14. So I remember we had our launch party back then, and you know, honestly, bro, it's just been trial and error of us figuring things out along the way, and just be ambitious and shooting for the stars and learning as we go. So yeah, this is just like the result of not quitting. You know what I mean? And we still got more things going. By the time this release, I hope y'all, I don't know if y'all know about it, we have an art exhibit.
I saw.
Yeah.
I seen like previews of it.
A huge art exhibit, it's a 60-day exhibit. It starts on Friday, June 18th.
And right now, Jake will have the flyer on the digital.
Yes, I
Okay,
know.
there you go.
Yes.
There you go. June 18th, it's a 60-day art exhibit, collaborations with all type of artists. It's called From Houston with Love. So it's basically just showing not necessarily the art scene, but the creative scene, the creative community coming together. And it's on Green Street at where Forever 21 used to be downtown.
I know exactly what it
Yeah,
is.
it's 23,000 square feet.
So wait,
Humongous.
so y'all were the ones that, because I was over there recently, I had to do a proposal, not a proposal, but a pre-wedding shoot. And I drove over there and I seen like it was getting revamped.
Yeah.
So that was,
Yeah. Us partnership with a couple other folks too. So yeah, that was good.
wow, that's a Houston exclusive right there for people that don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Excited about that. Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Can I bring the camera?
100%.
That's all I wanted to know.
100%, man.
That's all I wanted to know. So I can get some footage of it. I really wanted to put you back, of course.
Yeah.
So,
We got 60 days, so we got
I
time.
got time.
Yeah.
And time, you know, is never cheap, right? Especially when you're coming.
Right. Facts.
Especially with trust me. But since we got two of the most important topics I really wanted out the way, I feel like I want your take on creators of new athletes. Because we were talking on the live about it, and I really want your take on it because of the fact that you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
And especially being a girl father, or a girl dad, and you're changing the culture in a way that I personally didn't. Nobody would have seen coming, especially being out in the forest.
Yeah.
It's something different. So I wonder.
Thank you for that, bro. That's a lot. I appreciate that.
So I wonder, how do you find ways to not only keep yourself sane, but also how to find ways to balance your time? That's probably the best way I want to say. Because of course, being a creative, editing, processing, it's stressful enough as it is. But for you to do all of this, how do you keep yourself sane?
Man, You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make excuses for yourself.
Facts.
You know, I listened to something today. Somebody said, don't die with it left in the tank. And so basically, that means, you know, don't leave this earth with things left in the tank. And, you know, if somebody say, oh man, he had a lot of potential, that's not a compliment, bro. Like, yeah, like you shouldn't live life like that. You should do everything you want to do as best as you can. And I have responsibilities too. You know what I'm saying? So balance it all, man. I don't have no signs for it, bro. I mean, I just try my best to get it done. I try to be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? That's the best answer I got for you.
Well, I understand. I know it was a broad question, but I just think as creators, don't care to another. There's times burnout actually affects us, and especially not even with the conversation of monetization, but also with the conversation of building a following, building a brand, and having your own responsibility. Which for me was school, finishing my master's degree, so I did my PhD in 2 or 3 years. But besides that, it's the not burning yourself out, because I was burnt out. Like, if people who are listening know about the last episode, I was not even on probation, no, actually suspension last spring, which was around the time we started the show. So it was an outlet, because I really
an outlet. There you go.
and that's why.
That's a good point. Yeah. Like, so I was laid off from my day job back during the pandemic. And so a lot of reasons I've been an entrepreneur. I've always had passion projects and stuff I wanted to do.
Of course.
That gave me the opportunity to really jump into it full steam, because now I had more time. So I'm about to get back into this 9-to-5 thing, but overall, I mean, yeah, like that was an outlet. The creativity was an outlet. It's an opportunity for you to let go and do what you want to do as you please. And another big thing for me, bro, I like to travel a lot. Yeah, my girl's from New York, so she loves to travel, so we always travel. And so I feel like when you travel, it exposes you to different things and it builds a different perspective. So you don't get into the monotony of doing things over and over and over again, and that's probably how you get in like creative funks. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get out of it, you can't figure it out. You just need to get out of your environment and do something different. So I try to do that. I probably do that more than I should, honestly, bro. But it's been helpful though, man. It's been real helpful.
That's good. Now, I've been waiting to have this conversation since we talked.
God.
Before we get to the shoes and before we get to the cigars, what made you say that currency sounds the same on every record?
Are you deaf?
No. Because here's the thing, and this is why I say this. I've heard him live, and I've heard every different album. Here's how to break it, and this is my personal take. I have pre-cover group, which was with him on the label, so he sounds completely different. Post-cover group with Stone and Mac.
Okay.
Because he was on every album they do is on label. He sounds different on every album than he does in mixtapes. And then I have was after the Stony Mac to now. But I've heard from the Carter 2 on, and so I can agree with certain mixtapes on the thing, but not everything. Because for example, and I'm probably let you go. I know you got a fire point.
I really don't, bro. I really don't.
Like for example, my favorite album from Currency is one that never really released, and that's the one that's called What's It Called Chronicles. And it's because it's him and Dame, and he was trying to get out the deal with Dame. And it's more of a rock Currency album. And he doesn't sound the same. So when I go to Comic Con and listen to the album, Spotify, an amazing mixtape, and then I go to some of the albums, like most of his recent stuff, yeah, I can agree with you, it sounds the same. But his older stuff, 2-3 different ways. So I want to know what was your opinion on that?
Let me paint the picture for you first. First of all, let me just say, I'm definitely exaggerating. Like, I don't hate the guy. I actually love Kurt. I think he has one of the best personalities in all of music. Like, dude, super cool dude. You know, and probably before you were even on Currency, I was on Currency. Because I'm from New Orleans originally. And so, yeah, I remember I used to listen to Reagan era heavy. You know, that's super throwback. You know, when he was on like wearing DCs. You know what I'm saying? Way back in the day. I used to be on heavy. I mean, but he has a very monotone, conversational type of flow. And it's acquired taste. I rock with this person. I can listen to his interviews all day. I lost the touch to feel within his music because it just sounds. It's that monotone flow. You know what I'm saying? It's that monotone. You know what I'm saying? I got a ongoing joke about if you want to go to sleep, just put on Currency.
And I saw that. That's what made me want
Put
to
on
get
Currency. And you know it's funny, bro? So I used to be a huge like Jet Life fan.
Of course.
Huge. Like matter of fact, in college, before I even pledged, I had a picture of me throwing up the ice. And I got in serious trouble for that. So when people bring up Currency, I be like, yo, I got a real affinity that nobody really understands. Like, I rock with him. I went to a show when downtown used to be jumping into during college, and I never smoked like that. You know what I'm saying?
Was
So,
the Sober Stroke 2011?
whoa, that sound mad familiar. Where was it?
Where I was live.
Nah, it wasn't where I was live though.
Okay.
It was like a downtown spot. It was like one of them clubs where it's just super hot. I forget the name of it. It might have been called Heat. I don't remember. It might have been called Heat. But I remember I went with my man's Mike and this girl named Jelly. And they huge Currency fans. They huge stoners too. Smoke. I just was fucking with the music. So we went there and they going crazy and I was rocking with Currency too. I was rocking with it. And I got close to him and my homie Mike, he passed him a joint, and he was just like smoking. He was like, you know, this is Currency. He's the guy. He passed him a joint, and so passed it to Jelly. She hit it. Passed it to me, and I'm like, man, I don't smoke. and he was like, I don't know what you mean. Like, I'm giving you, and I'm like, yo, I don't smoke. And he was like, bro, I respect you, bro. I respect you, like you stay trill, that's not what you into, but you over here rocking, like, and I'll forever remember that, cause like, I don't know if any other rapper would have did that, like, I mean, of course they clowned me afterwards, but he was cool dude, like, Currency super cool, super chill, man, I rock with Currency, man, big time, yeah, it's no love lost, bro.
I just had to ask this. I'm a big Currency fan. I met Currency at Warehouse Live.
Okay.
And he did the show on one foot because he broke his foot.
Oh shit, I remember that. Yeah.
And so I tried to.
He was on crutches.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I tried to throw my Golden Club shirt on stage after the end of the show, and he ended up throwing me my shirt back, but he signed a hat that wasn't mine. So I still got the hat to this day.
Oh shit.
So that's why.
Oh, you're a real Currency fan.
Oh no, I'm a real fan. Like,
yeah.
and
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
So that's why I asked.
Yeah.
So, Delma, how much battery life we got left? You gotta check that thing. Perfect. Let's cigar. I don't know what. Shoot, we can do the cigar. So, oh shit, it's DJ T, bro. And so I brought cigars, and like I didn't know if you was into cigars, but I brought a cigar, San Cristobal. You know, kind of. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying something new.
Okay.
And so for every guest, I'm only trying to get a cigar that they will either like, but they have to keep
Love.
And so I wanted you to smoke on, at least smoke on the show. You know?
For sure, bro. I'll hit the cigar.
So I'm gonna let you cut your own cigar.
Nah, you do.
You
it.
don't know
I
how to cut?
don't even,
Oh, you don't know how to cut.
You had to put me on everything.
Fair enough.
Put me on everything, man. I had a cigar in DR. I mean, that was my first time like really having. It was a Cuban too. And I was like, yeah, this is nice. But I was pairing it. I had like whiskey with it, and it was smooth.
Now I will admit,
You missing the whiskey, man.
I know I ain't missing.
The whiskey,
I
bro.
literally have a bottle of whiskey in my room just for these occasions, and I forgot to bring it because of the fact
You got caught laughing, bro.
This is my, I cut it real good, but I'll take that. So, you have a better cut.
Okay.
Most people don't know, you have to literally light in the circular
Torch
motion.
that, man.
Exactly, because you don't want it to cook uneven. Especially if it's a good cigar, because then you
Jake, where can you buy this cigar? And where, if you wanted to order online or follow them on social media, where can you follow them?
So, I got these cigars again at my favorite spot, one of my favorite spots, Cigar Shop. Cigar Shop. It's in White Village, right next to Premium Goods, which is also next to Torch. Is it hitting? Because if it's not hitting, I really
I know where it's at. Nah, it's just
see it. My torch is going out. Alright, now try it. It should be. That cigar here in Fred will kill me.
my line brother loves cigars.
See if you guys have any questions on Instagram Live.
My line brother loves these things.
Which one?
George.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't here.
Yeah, he was here for Marcus joint.
I'm probably gonna try to get with you when I go back to Dallas and try to do like a private show with him and a couple other people in Dallas.
He's a sneakerhead, bro.
I know.
He's a sneakerhead.
But you was also at one in your prime.
My prime. I'm not in my prime yet.
You're
bro.
still in your prime.
I'm outside my prime, bro.
No, these kicks you got on, they're fancy. They're nice.
I try my best to. I mean, the older I've gotten, man, the more I wanted to do my own thing and be in my own lane.
That's fair.
So, I don't know. It's hard for me to rock things that other people be rocking. And so I try to do my own thing, not just to be different, but.
I'm back now. Of course, we had a little technical difficulties because we're live still, of course. But to backtrack the conversation, let's get back on the shoes. You are individual with your own shoes. Luckily, we got all that recorded, so that's a blessing.
Oh, smooth.
What's on your feet? Because they look nice and comfortable. You can take them off, show them off, because we don't see your ankles.
That's a fact. That's a fact. These are just Acme Studios. It's no, they mad comfy, bro. They mad comfy. This is a Swedish brand. It's out of Sweden. Yeah. And Acme actually stands for something. It's like ambition, creative novelty. I don't know. I have to Google it, but
Of course.
nah, they dope. They actually do a lot of apparel and denim. Yeah, they got big. They started in like '96,
Okay.
and then '97 they got big. The denims kind of blew up, and then he just started making a bunch of stuff. I think the dude's name is Johansson or something, but it's a Swedish brand. Yeah, they dope, bro.
Oh,
Super
nice.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I see them, I'm thinking like, of course they not Nike, that's fine. But they look comfortable, and they remind me not only of the Invisible style that came out in the early 2005s with the Invisible Forces, the Invisible Going Forces, but also,
Yikes.
yeah, I remember those days. But also, they remind me of the Nike Wave, not the Wave Runners, but not the Nike Reacts, the Nike Reacts.
Nike Reacts.
They're like a running shoe.
Okay.
So the material at the bottom remind me of that because of the fact that it's like it feels like it's gonna press when you run them. Like it's not gonna. You hear the sound, which
Okay.
like that momentum.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard for me to explain the moment,
Yeah.
but like once you're running in some shoes and you don't feel like the insole pressure on your feet. It's like a pillow, walking on a pillow, like how the Adidas Boost material is. That's the best
Okay.
way to
I got you.
So this beautiful box here. I'm not even gonna relight it again. I just want to know what the box is. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful presentation.
He did his thing on there.
Presentation for a sneakerhead is everything.
Yeah, he dope.
Right, and you got small foot. I'm grateful because I would never be able to fit. Oh my god.
9.5.
9.5.
They kind of beat up a little bit. I've been wearing them a little
Beat up where?
That's because it's dim in here. You can't really tell, but
I mean, I see the marks, but I'm just saying, for a white shoe, the material of it alone is very impressive. For a Reebok shoe,
Right. You know what those are?
Hey, what did I tell you about holding those shoes up?
hold them up so they can be in the proper sighting. Make sure everybody can see them.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you give him that mama vibe.
Exactly. Thank you, big little sister. Like, that's it right there. But before she took my hand, I was about to go in the box and show the DMX card.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Like, she beat me. She beat
Sorry.
me. She beat me.
Getting me out.
R.I.P. to DMX.
Exactly. That's what I was like.
Shit hard.
When I saw, I was like, damn. And then Donald caught me slipping. I was about to pull this out.
Yeah.
But
Make sure you take pictures of it before we leave so you could get a close up of it.
yeah. But wow, these DMX, bruh.
DMX experiment something.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you told me to bring some shoes, I was gonna bring some loafers, but then I remember the DMX. I'm like, nah, I won't bring it.
Brandon, yeah.
R.I.P. DMX.
For sure. If you would have brought some loafers, I'd have been like, hey, we don't see your ankles.
You ain't ready for them, bro.
Hey, that's a different experience.
That's a whole different level right there, bro. You ain't ready for that.
At the end of the day, I might not be 100 on the loafer game, but at least
I'm gonna get you right. When you're ready, let me know.
That's fine.
Let me know.
That's fine, cause
I'll make you throw away all your sneakers. Real talk.
gosh,
I'm saying I'm gonna help you find some loafers
that are comfortable. Just I got matches. Don't
Yeah.
worry. When the lighter fails, matches is always the next best. Oh, thank you,
Look at that.
thank you, cause I'm sure I have the matches in the bag.
You left those last week.
It's always convenient to have a few matches. Not even a lot. Now I should hit much better.
It's on.
You live and you learn. Just
Note
like,
for Jake's editing, slow-mo, and zoom in on that part.
When you listen, okay, good. Talking about when you light the cigar.
yeah. But back to the show before we go to the next segment.
Yeah.
I'm really amazed by the box presentation. Like, it reminds me of unboxing. Not like it's like unboxing the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's beautiful in its own way.
The designer's name is Kirby Jean. So
Okay.
black designer.
Oh,
Yeah. The brand's called Pierre Moss. And so he have a few. I got another pair of Pierre Moss, but these right here are special because, he jumped off the porch with Reebok. You know, a lot of people don't jump off the porch with Reebok.
not like they used to back in the early 2000s.
Nah, I'm from New Orleans, so
Yeah.
Reebok Soldiers, Juvenile, that was nostalgic to even get some Reeboks like that.
Of course.
He shined on the craftsmanship of that shoe. Like,
I know,
he
dead
did
ass.
his thing. And a DMX tribute too, so.
It's a 2-for-1, literally, and it's beautiful in its own regard because of the fact that I love white shoes, and I can only say I've only had a limited pair of forces, no more than one. But
Yeah.
when it comes to like an all-white athletic shoe,
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing within its own regards.
Yeah, you should check him out though.
I
Kirby
know.
Jean, he's a disruptor. He picks off a lot of white people.
Well, you're looking at his face.
Oh, I'm just talking.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
He's unapologetically black.
And I'm here
You know
for
what
it.
I'm saying? He a disruptor, so I really rock with this dude. Yeah.
Hey, you rock when the presentation's amazing. Shoot.
Check him out, bro.
I will. I'll get that information because that's something I want to actually invest in. It's more shoes, not only just Nike and Adidas. I also have a pair of Pumas from way back then. But, just investing in other art besides photography and videography.
Right,
Because
right.
sneakers itself is its own art.
Yeah.
And people forget that.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? You may feel that way, but somebody may not feel that way.
So, we're about to transition into the actual show. You are welcome to stay and hop in for the rest
The
of
actual show.
The
Oh,
actual-
shit. This
like-
is the precursor.
Well, it's the pre/post
Yeah,
version.
you're like the in the middle. Yeah, you're like the special guest in the middle of the show.
because-
Okay.
Because of the fact that we're trying something different. Like I said earlier, we're
Yeah.
trying something different for the season.
I like it.
And so we don't want to hold the guests up forever. So
Yeah.
if they don't feel like staying, they can leave and we do the regular show. But if you feel like staying, hopping on the topic, because we do have a lot of decent topics for this episode.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to stay.
For sure. I'll kick it with y'all for a little bit. I may have to leave a little early, but I want to kick it. I want to hear some of these topics.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is your YouTube villain / YouTube blank Landon Strange. We're taking a quick intermission break, and we're about to go crazy. Yeah. to Sneakers and Stogies. And to my left, which is y'all right, of course, I have Damo Did That,
Hey guys.
DJ T-Ron,
Yes, sir.
and the phenomenal Will York III.
What's up with it?
And so for today, we have a bunch of sorted topics, which we're going to get into today because I think today is hump day, and since we don't record on a hump day, this is the day for us. So let's start off with the sneaker community, my favorite topic. Virgil dropped a picture of all the 50 shoes.
Now, some of those shoes look like he just pressed copy and paste and changed some of the colors.
Yes, see, that's the thing, but if you look at the video on the Nike app, which is weird, some of them have different material, and they're all artistically different. I'm not saying I'm going to get all 50, no, that's just beyond me. If anything,
I would hope you would.
I would just get the number.
Man, I'm probably not getting a single pair. I'm not gonna lie.
The only pair I want is the black one.
Are you gonna get a pair, Will?
He's not a sneakerhead no more.
No, he's not a sneakerhead.
Not rocking Virgil shoes like that. I'm sorry, man.
Well, no, the only pair I would get personally is number 50 because that black mesh and the black leather remind me of the MF Doom's SBs. And so, I like that black. And if you've seen the wings, the ones I won,
Okay, yeah, I did see.
then that material in the rain, when it was raining that day,
Oh, those shoes that okay.
the material doesn't crease easily. And it doesn't get wet easily. It doesn't stain easily. So, the black pair would be the only pair I would want.
For an edit, can you do a B-roll of the shoe?
I'll show the shoe.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to see them.
Yeah, but I think the only thing relevant to Virgil to me is
What's up, Louis Vuitton?
no, the Virgil like he spent the money.
Oh yeah, Michelle spent the money.
I don't think he donated with Virgil. So that's
Exactly.
definition of money.
That's still crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy as hell, especially coming from Kanye's barber to now running Louis Vuitton and that.
Wait, this man was Kanye's barber?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well, he was helping because Jasper was his barber.
Talk about humble beginnings. Wait a minute. So,
Jasper was his barber. Virgil was his DJ. Donna C was his manager. And Donna C and Virgil both work at Nike.
I just want to know how you went from being the DJ for Kanye West to being you're dropping 50 shoes with Nike.
And running Louis Vuitton. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
A black man runs Louis.
He grew up from Nike Blue and started.
And just been and has his own brand, but that's neither here nor there.
I need to do my homework. My God.
Yeah, no,
Virgil's actually up there on the fashion. Yeah,
Virgil
fashion
came
game.
up.
On the fashion game, he's up there.
And that's the one thing I keep an eye on because fashion changes. As you know, there's a lot of styles that are coming back in style.
Always.
So that's why I keep an eye on more black creatives and more out there experimental artists. That's where I want to keep the eyes on because you never know who's, especially with this shoe for an example, you never know who's going to create something that can change the perception of everyone, especially with this shoe. And this is the most creative idea of all time.
The most.
But let's move forward because you can't get stuck on one topic too long.
True.
So,
We're potting today.
yeah, we're potting today.
Okay, keep going.
Because Kobe dropped some shoes. Some
Kobe dropped some shoes?
Well, not Kobe himself, but the Kobe brand dropped shoes. Like the brand itself, like Kobe Pronto 6 is the brand of the Kobe shoes.
So Vanessa Bryant doesn't have anything to do with this brand?
Not this exact brand. Of course,
So is that how Nike got around it?
for the Mamacita conversation, I feel like that's how they did it. Because of the fact, like, of course she owns the name and everything.
Yeah.
But,
No, but she designed that shoe.
but not the one that came out Monday. I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
She's the shoe designer.
She designed.
She designed the
But it depends on how the videos the video we watched, how the contract is laid out. Because they already have prototypes. Most people are gonna copy prototypes and then wear them like one of the players from the Milwaukee Bucks. I cannot remember his name.
Oh, we watched that.
We watched it.
Yeah,
So
we watched it yesterday.
we'll type it in on the B-roll for sure. Because I don't want to forget the person's name.
I would have used the name if I would watch it.
It was in the Miami.
It was a professional basketball player. The day that Nike dropped the Mamacitas, he wore them that night.
Oh, wow.
Like, so they've been sending this shoe out.
He
plays.
Yeah,
he plays. He's on the wall.
Middleton.
What is he? Let me see.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton.
It's Middleton. It's not Giannis.
Yeah,
It's not Giannis.
Giannis got his own shoe, yeah, so he's gonna wear his own kicks.
Right.
I'm not,
You Drew?
That sounds like it.
Drew
Drew Holiday? I'm saying it sound like Drew Holiday. I just sound like had to be a starter. It sound like a starter.
Yeah. But
He's a black dude though, right?
Yeah,
You know what? Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton.
That's the name.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's weird because it was most likely a prototype version. It wasn't an official release. But even though Nike released it anyway, and you don't know how many
How he got
copies.
his hands on it?
That's the question of the
That's
day.
what a lot of people are trying to figure out, and I feel like he's not the only NBA player that got them.
Wait, y'all know who played for Milwaukee?
Carl.
PJ Tucker.
That's right.
Yeah, so
I forget PJ.
Yeah.
That can,
PJ might have been.
Yeah, but that's true.
especially with PJ.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Nah, but he's like the kick god, like
Yeah.
there, like kick sneaker god. Like,
Sneaker drip god right there.
yeah, like
We miss him in Houston. That's not here nor there.
I think he got a store out here.
Yeah, I think that's the store I think I was telling you about because they
Okay.
dropped.
Oh, okay.
That's the store I was saying about. I will not butcher their name because I actually want to go visit.
So who owns this Kobe Pete? Who owns that?
Nike still has the titles to the shoe name, the actual design. They've been re-releasing Kobe's this year because of the Hall of Fame and everything. But the Kobe Pronto 6s was an alternate design from the 4 and 5s, if I'm not mistaken. The Kobe 4 and 5s, they twisted it around.
Okay.
But it's still in the mumble, legacy. But to answer that question, that's a deep lawyer question for Nike because
Yeah.
I feel like when you have a lawyer on later on this season, you should probably round this back up.
because I feel like if I asked Jordan, the trademark lawyer that's dealing with a lot of trademarks, I should ask her to come on. But that's neither here nor there
Yeah.
because Billie Eilish got some Jordan 1s on the way, and we just seen the 15s.
man.
I'm not even caring about the ones on the way. I want the 15s.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Them 15s are low key lie.
And for them to come out mainly in women's sizes, that means I gotta get a size 14.
Hey.
You got big feet because I wear women's size.
Yeah.
You got big feet.
A 14 in the women's is a men's 12. So I know my sizes in women's because some fire cases came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
I for sure wear a
actually
7
are.
in men's.
Actually, I need to see those ones though. I didn't actually see.
Well, they haven't dropped the design yet.
Not yet.
They just announced that they're actually working on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Like how they did with Ali Mae and Melanie Ashanti, that's how they're gonna do with Billie Eilish.
Who else is that WNBA player that came out with that just got some kicks that just came out? Was it Sabrina Ionesco or was
I think it was Sabrina.
I don't know who it was, but I don't mess up. I know.
We'll drop whoever it really is right
I
here.
know
Yeah.
some basketball players. So WNBA basketball.
I think it was
players
because
started
Melanie dropped some J's
Yeah,
recently.
they're
So.
starting to sign the shoe label. I want to say or Sue Bird. That wasn't Sue Bird.
No.
Oh, it was somebody else.
That's what I think it's
It
Melanie.
was a,
'cause Melanie.
it was a younger WNBA player that just signed.
Oh, it's just
Oh, some J's?
Or they're signed to like Puma or like
Oh,
something
okay.
like that. They just dropped some. They had a commercial out too, and I was like, oh dang. So they got
That's lit.
sneakers too. Yeah.
Shout out to the ladies.
Yes, shout out to the ladies.
The WNBA actually is.
But I just don't like that singers are having shoes. Like I just don't. Well, that's just because of me as a branding person. Like I get singers and rappers have shoes, but I just don't.
It's just more ones that
I don't understand why.
It just wants more that entertainment and branding side. So it's like now that when you see major athletes, they're wearing the hottest Jordans or this, that, and the third.
As I would think
Jordans,
that they
Nike.
should.
Yeah, because they play in that certain sport.
But I'm not looking at every artist unless it's like I can't even use them anymore because they've been flopping on fashion lately. But I was gonna say like Migos, like I wouldn't expect them to have a shoe. Or
Migos, actually, I think
no, they have shoes. They have shoes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like I look at Migos for music, not really like their fashion.
But you got
a lot of
yeah, exactly.
I'm saying a lot of artistry do get into fashion, and you see Offset. I think
Gucci.
Offset's
Offset, yeah. Offset has a fashion show.
Yeah. So
It's dropping on HBO
yeah, I'm saying
Max.
Young Thug. Most of these artists now get into
Yeah.
fashion, so it's like
Especially-
it all ties into entertainment.
Because you gotta think, like for example.
So is this like how female rappers work with like Pretty Little Thing and like okay, so it's just like that. Okay.
Like Cardi B on a Fashion Nova.
So will my role on the show is try to make the sneaker life make sense to women?
Okay.
Because, for an example, I'm gonna go way back. Like Eminem 4s, the Carhartt Eminem 4s, which are $2,000-something right now, are a very limited sneaker. But it goes on to his branding. I was a June bug.
Oh, Junebug.
Yeah.
No, it's
Down
on camera.
with fighting nature on camera.
How did this get in here?
Nature. Don't ask questions. But no, back to the statement at hand. It's like most artists want to do something else outside of their realm. For example, and I'm gonna go deeper into detail even further than Eminem. Macklemore has a pair of J's that are very rare, and for some reason he's a rapper, but he made maybe one or two.
Mark Wahlberg has a pair of jeans.
For sure, Mark Wahlberg
He has
has
a pair of
Mark Wahlberg has a pair of
Yes.
His
But I think y'all limit it to the person too much. If you think about the brand also looking for a crossover demographic.
There you
You know what
go.
I'm saying? So it's beneficial to both sides.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Good
it just
take.
makes sense, yeah.
And see, this is why we wanted you to stay on the show.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure.
But man, let's go on to like the NCAA track tournament, man. The track.
The nationals.
Yeah,
That
nationals.
should know.
Hey, these kids are, cause y'all know I went to the regionals.
Yes.
I went to this. My god sister runs for UNLV. Shout out to Amari. She runs the 400 for UNLV. So
Okay.
I was there the whole week.
What's up, Amari?
And
Shout out.
the crazy part about what track is now, especially in the pandemic, because you know last year the kids didn't run.
Right.
So this year, to prevent crowds for COVID, they have the boys run one day and the girls run the next, and then the boys run their finals the next day, and then the girls run the finals the next day after that.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
It's smart, but back to the NCAA finals, these kids are running. Like at the regionals, those girls were running, like the girls that didn't make it were running 51s, 52s, and the 400 were running like 11s in the 100, and like they didn't make it. Like TT Terry from USC, who didn't even win that final.
Yeah, I saw.
She ran a 10.89 without win.
That's amazing. And
Moving.
for people who don't know track, that is amazing.
That's a big number.
Moving.
I take Mo. I take Mo.
I take Mo.
Yeah, I take Mo.
Oh, Jakari's on. Hey, Jakari.
Hey, I take
Jakari?
Mo. She ran the 400 this weekend, running a 49.57. When I was running track, dudes were running that time, struggling to get to
Right,
that time. And
right.
this girl was 19.
40.
Right.
Boy, that's crazy.
Cracking 50,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
In the 400.
400.
And the crazy part was, she's an 800 meter runner. They just started putting her in the 4. She broke the record for the 800 last year, and
Yeah.
now she broke the record for the 400. Oh, and the Olympics is this year too, and they're already.
That's the real thing right there.
The
It's the Olympic year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the training is different. They took a year off. You know what I'm saying?
Especially
Like,
it being in Tokyo. I'm here for it.
Mm.
But shout out to North Carolina
A&T.
You know,
Yes.
HBCU pride, HBCU love. You know, what I'm
Yes.
saying? Placing third in the national tournament. You know, that's
That's
like
crazy.
that's just amazing.
That's
you know what I'm saying,
amazing.
for HBCU.
Yeah.
You know, everybody
Yeah.
always downplays us, always calls us the underdog because they say we can't compete with these big power subdivision schools. And I'm saying, shout out to them, man. Y'all ran hard, and I don't remember his name either, but.
We getting some names though.
Yeah.
Even in basketball, don't we have somebody coming to TSU?
Yeah,
Shaq's son.
Shaq's son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaq's son is
They
coming.
changed it. Deion
Yeah.
Sanders, Jackson
They-
State.
Facts.
Actually, me and Jake actually saw an article yesterday that after the pandemic, like this, after this graduating class, this is the HBCU's highest numbers of accepted students, like incoming students. This is HBCU.
which is an amazing thing because it shows that with everything that's going on, HBCUs can get back to the future that needs it. Honestly, because we don't know where we're going as a society, but for
I think I have an idea of where we're going.
what in the concept of the world.
Man, this country is going crazy, man.
But in a niche concept, I'm just saying like we know where we're going, but for the future to go to HBCUs and go back and learn more about the history and their culture and everything like that, it shows that times are changing for the better in some way, but it needs a bigger push from us as alumni.
Honestly, it looks like to me a lot of parents are educating their children on HBCUs. That's
That's the
what
general.
a lot more parents are doing.
Yes.
True. That's true.
But let's dribble back because we're still on track.
Yes.
And so you pointed this out to me, Damo did there, you know, the beautiful Damo did that. Tiffany Haddish is playing FloJo.
Yes.
I heard about that.
She's actually producing the movie as well, and she's going to be playing FloJo, and the track community is not having it. I spoke to a lot of my former teammates, and they told me it's not so much that we want a track runner to play FloJo. It's more about we want a serious actor. Because FloJo's story is like very, for every track girl, we all wanted to be FloJo. And like, even with me, like when I heard she was playing FloJo, as the track girl in me is kind of like, can Tiffany Haddish handle that story?
That's mad unfair to me, in my opinion.
And why is that?
Because as an actor, actress, you break into Hollywood, you get roles and stuff. People trying to box her into this lane, and I think it's unfair. She may be very versatile, but we just only seen a certain side of her.
No, we tried to see her serious side on that Madam C.J. Walker bio.
Take it serious.
Huh?
You didn't take it serious?
No.
No, she was supposed to play.
I haven't seen it.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
good.
she played Madam C.J. Walker's daughter, who was also lesbian.
That's a real
And
serious.
it's a real
Yeah.
serious thing, and
So
I
you
like.
saying she bombed that role?
I honestly don't think she didn't do that bad, but she had a lot of comic relief. Like she had a lot of like.
What
I
was
seen
that
it
when they added those
I seen it
parts?
as Tiffany Haddish just acting. I couldn't see it as she was playing
The
the
lesbian.
Oh, word.
character. You know?
And that's what a lot of people are worried about with
That's what's
FloJo.
hard. Yeah.
But then it's like me personally, I didn't give Tiffany Haddish a chance because I'm a Tiffany Haddish fan. But at the same time, as a FloJo fan, and Tiffany Haddish grew up in the same, like she's from the same city where I'm from. So she says she's ran track as well. So she said like she's been studying for this role, she's been preparing for this movie. And if you paid attention to Tiffany Haddish in the past couple, like 2 years, and I don't think this is because of Common. Now that we know about this movie, she's been getting in shape. Like she's been
working out,
she's been working out, and
She
like,
been coming?
oh yeah, you really in here. She been yeah, she was Common. That's his new thing.
Word.
Well, not even new. They've been together for like a year.
Yeah.
Shit, you take Common pretty serious. Maybe she didn't transition over.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, Common, but she was with Common when she was playing lesbian, bro.
We'll see. Give her a chance, man.
Open mind. Let's say we will see. Hopefully, we can see her in open mind. Let's be here.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay. Question real quick. So, the people the community who had issues with it, did they have any alternative names?
No, they said they don't even care if it's someone that's unknown. They just want
Yeah, I don't
someone.
like that. Like,
It's too open-ended.
yeah, like give us something. Because obviously she had to audition for the role.
Well, she's the producer.
Oh, that's right. But I mean, give me some alternative names.
I can't
You know what
even.
I'm saying?
Besides Allison Felix, who's a track runner, but we don't know if she can act.
Nah, you
We
don't.
don't know if she can act. But,
Most athletes
Can't really.
and then someone was like, they're gonna be mad if it's like they're gonna have like, because they're probably gonna need a stunt double for the running scenes, or they were like, if it's gonna be like, you ever seen Fat Albert, the movie? When Kyla Pratt running by herself on the track, they was like, they hope it's not like a lot of people feel like it's gonna end up like that.
I hope
Because
not. I hope not. Just.
FloJo was cold too.
Exactly.
Beautiful. She kind of. How old is Tiffany Haddish?
way older than how old FloJo was.
Yeah.
But that's what I was
That's
like,
a
we
better
didn't make
argument, in my opinion. That's
No,
a
they
better
did say they want someone younger too.
Yeah,
FloJo
okay.
died young.
Right,
Yeah.
right. She kind of controversial too, though.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I see you playing devil's advocate there. We can argue if you want to.
But yeah, sticking to the sports and we're also on track. We're going to the NBA. Going back.
We go back to the playoffs. It's
Let's go to Brooklyn. Let's go to
Brooklyn.
Let's go to BK. Man.
I told y'all last episode, I'm not
I
talking
told
about
y'all.
basketball.
Y'all got my man's messed up, man. Shout out to my man Kevin Durant, man, aka Sniper Jones, man. I got
AKA
my
the
boy
Serpent.
messed up, man.
I ain't calling him sir.
I call him the serpent.
I don't call him Serpent. I call him Sniper Jones
I call him
because
Serpent.
he's the he's the real unicorn, man. The unguardable
The
player,
real
man.
unicorn,
The real
yeah.
unicorn. Unguardable, can play defense, can shoot, rebound, can do it all, man. Even though he had the help of James Harden, shout out to James Harden coming back, for the Brooklyn Nets coming back doing his thing. But KD he didn't sit at all the whole game.
He played the entire
He
game.
played the entire game.
The
Entire game. 49-point triple-double. 49-point triple-double. Should have been 50.
That don't sound like a serpent to me.
Nah,
Should've
but the
been
reason I
50.
call him the serpent is because you had a really good OKC team at the time, if I'm not mistaken, and then you go to Golden State, and then that's my time.
Hey.
First of all, so
Hey, if
why
LeBron
was it
could
okay
even go
for
to the
James
Heat.
Harden to leave?
Nah, don't get me started on
If
that.
LeBron could even go to the Heat,
But
KD could leave too.
But the thing is, you go to the team that beat you
I don't care.
badly.
Hey.
Hey, man, he had to do what he gotta do.
This generation of basketball a little different.
Exactly.
The whole shit
Hey.
is different. Like that.
Hey, and
I feel like
LeBron.
LeBron started
And
that
LeBron,
Heat move.
and LeBron been in
It's
9 finals,
started
and LeBron been in 9 finals and only had 1-3 at that time. So I was like, bro, like,
But times have changed since the Boston
Nah, he
Celtics
lying.
made
I feel
it.
like the NBA is into making super teams now.
Well, they've been doing that since 08, if you really want to be technical, because
yeah, now
What?
you gotta have multiple stars on the team to actually kind of win the team. Now I think
Well, the Heat was.
I think Dirk was the last.
He
Dirk
was
was
awesome.
probably
yeah.
Dirk and the Mavs probably like the last real team to really win the finals. Were actually just kind of like one really.
Talking about Dirk Nowitzki and
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because Dirk was the only big
Big
star on that
yeah.
team. Nobody else. which is like okay, that was a really
said
good
in them.
release around Dirk.
Yeah.
That's the
Other than
point.
that, I don't know any other team that had like at least
San Antonio.
two or more stars,
But-
at least 2 or more.
Yeah.
Because San Antonio had 2 stars at least. And they
Detroit. Remember Detroit?
Well, yeah, but
Ben Wallace and Sheik Wallace.
Ben Wallace, I'm saying.
It wasn't Kevin Durant that Kevin Garnett had something to say about this week, was it?
I don't know.
Well, we could get back to that next episode.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did y'all hear about the Jay Williams thing?
Mm-mm.
Jay Williams, he brought up a personal story about Kevin Durant and Giannis. Did I hear about that?
No.
But basically, I guess KD was upset because he shared this, but they were out at a club or something, and Jay Williams mentioned Giannis, I guess, as being this big dog and comparing him to KD. KD at the club or wherever they were, he told him, don't ever mention Giannis in the same sentence as me. And so he shared that on live air,
Yeah.
and KD cussed him out on Twitter or something. Like, I never said that.
Yeah.
But to me, it's apparent that he must have said that. He just dropped 50, 17.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's personal.
It's personal. It's personal. It's personal.
KD for sure mentioned that. KD,
Yeah.
like I said, like that's how the person like KD, like when not gonna say he arrogant, but KD talks his mess, and he more than likely deserves to talk his mess.
Yeah, he
like,
backed it up.
because right now he just had an Achilles injury like not too long ago. And usually that's supposed to like already
He's
kind of
out.
wipe you out for
Yeah.
years.
And
Achilles tear, like usually people don't bounce back from that like.
Yeah, and a year later you're dropping
6'11".
49.
Yeah, there's a
With no hair.
6'11".
Huh. Oh,
Seven
come on, yeah.
7'4" wingspan.
Come on.
7'4" wingspan.
With a handle like a...
What can't handle the ball?
The
Like
haircut.
Shoot that thing.
You put my man's
That was
haircut like
wide open.
that.
That was wide open.
unlimited range, bro. Unlimited range.
Unlimited. You're a real sniper.
Range is everywhere, bro. Can shoot from anywhere in the pocket, anywhere.
If they don't win this,
I like Kevin Durant.
Exactly. But Kyrie got hurt, got an ankle injury, so he's
Get
gonna be
better,
out for a
Kyrie.
couple
Is
weeks.
he out?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he
He
out
just
for a
had a
couple
baby,
weeks.
too.
Yeah, he did. He did just have a baby too. I seen that.
They
Yeah.
say he was
She's
fake.
pregnant.
I felt honestly.
That's
the rumor.
Man, Kyrie been on some stuff lately this whole year, so I ain't want to bring up what Kyrie been going through, man. But hopefully, I know he loves basketball.
Yeah. I don't think
Back
he
to the
would do
game.
that,
Yeah.
honestly.
So hopefully he'll get better. James Harden came back. That was he was real doubtful for the game. He wasn't supposed to play like
Oh,
no.
word.
Yeah, but
That's
then
why he sung
he
it.
came.
I
to
don't know why, but I feel like James Harden
And then
isn't that confident this
It was a
season.
game time decision.
He don't need really.
I mean, now he don't like. Now he has to change up the whole way he plays because he doesn't.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like a whole new James Harden.
He doesn't have
Like,
to
I'm
play how he
serious.
played in Houston now because now he has
He has a team.
better counterparts.
Don't
Yeah.
sleep. He was still in the MVP conversation.
Oh yeah, he was because
he's
now
still balling.
they gave him more of a point guard role because
Right.
they moved more to the point guard so he can facilitate more and like handle the rock. But yeah,
Playmaker.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, but then transitioning from one game in the conference, let's go to the Suns and Chris Paul. Because the Suns and the Clippers play out the Clippers coming up, they got their own personal dilemmas. But for Chris Paul to be out right now and they're on break is weird. Because they already swept their last opponent. And they're just waiting to see who wins between the Clippers and the Jazz. But for him to be out, don't you find that a little weird and a little hypocritical, especially since LeBron had his own event and they didn't do the COVID protocols?
Why does LeBron even have to be in this conversation?
Because it's not fair how Chris Paul all of a sudden is in that COVID protocol.
Exactly.
And LeBron.
So what is the COVID protocol? He can't play in the next game or what?
So it's because like let's say you go to
Until
an
he
event.
has a negative COVID test.
So like LeBron went to an event with no mask and stuff like that. Was seeing film with no mask outside, shaking hands, against the COVID protocol. Like you can't be out at an event with no mask. I remember when Kyrie almost got fined because he went to an event or whatever. He had no mask on.
Yeah.
Right when the season kind of like was in the middle, he said I didn't feel like coming showing up to games and stuff like that. Yeah. So LeBron did that, but they didn't give LeBron no COVID protocol. He was able to play that next playoff game.
Right.
Chris Paul did the same thing. They put him in that COVID protocol.
Especially since he's out. I mean, not out, but he's
now
on
he
break.
can't- Yeah, so now he can't like do anything with the team, come to team activities, can't come to practice, can't.
Until you get a negative test.
Yeah.
And then it has to be some time. It has to be some time.
Yeah. You have to be
Because
some time,
he just
like,
got
like,
in contact with all the
like
people.
10 days or things like that, like 10. But it said it may be less because he already is vaccinated. Because before people weren't vaccinated like that. Yeah,
Yo, 10
so
days?
that's what I
That
said.
was
Yeah,
nuts.
that's what I was like. Yeah, so that said.
Does he lose money for not? I know you guys know more than I do, but does he lose money because of this? Like,
I don't know because they're technically on. They're waiting for their next opponent.
Yeah, they're waiting for the next opponent, so they're not playing or anything like
So
that.
it's kind of hard to
So
say.
they're still waiting till the end of the Clippers and the Jazz series is over with, which they actually do play tomorrow.
Yeah, I think tomorrow.
Yeah, they play tomorrow. So that if that's game 6. So if the
Wait, Clippers and Jazz?
Yeah.
that's
They
game
play
6.
right now.
I know.
Yeah, they play right now.
Philly and Atlanta had just ended earlier, and Atlanta won.
Wait,
Bro,
Atlanta what?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I remember thinking the Hawks are gonna take it.
Bro, ice tray, bro.
Well, the
Ice
Clippers
tray.
are down by 5 right now in the third quarters, but that's not here nor
Ice
there.
tray, bro. But anyways,
Back
man,
on topic.
Chris Paul, man, point guard, man. I ain't gonna lie, point guard, man. I ain't gonna lie, Chris. People was writing him off, but the Chris Paul effect is real. Any team he really goes to, he makes them better. Like they said, OKC was written out the whole last year. They were supposed to make the playoffs. Chris Paul got on that team, got somebody like Dennis Schroeder, a young guy, a couple other young players. They latch on to him, he leads the way. He shows them how to run the offense, run the basketball, and the team just gets better just with him just on the floor, which is just crazy. And like you said, he just needed another Robin or vice versa with
Blake
just
Griffin.
D-Book,
Yeah.
Devin Booker. That's all Chris Paul needed was
I
another.
still feel bad for Chris Paul, man.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to win the championship. He's not going to win the championship. No, he's not going to win the championship this year. But they blocked that trade when he was supposed to.
Man, that ruined everything. That would change the NBA. That'll change the NBA for a minute though, because a lot of people had to try to do something to counter that whole.
That would have sped up the big process then.
The super teams would have been. Yeah, super teams would have already been at that time been super teams
Right.
already. It'd been super teams.
They
That's
blocked that,
true.
man. That's unbelievable.
But yeah, he did come a long way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just happy to see him.
And he's still one of the best players.
Yeah,
To see him in the finals. Well, the Western Conference Finals, no, because he was with the
Lakers.
Rockets.
Oh, yeah.
Rockets, and then
Because they lost the final. Yeah, the final. They lost the Golden State.
State. Yeah,
They was
so-
up 3-1, right?
Yeah, then he got hurt. So hopefully,
That when he got hurt, that was it.
hopefully they can prevent because that shoulder almost messed him up against the Lakers.
That's what I'm saying. He's healthy this season, so they hit him with COVID.
But but he got somebody like D-Book, which is like D-Book could drop 47 at he's a bucket.
I honestly feel like the NBA is rigged and they have something against Chris Paul.
Nah, that's not really nothing.
Maybe 10 years ago when you
Injuries.
said that, I would believe you.
Injuries play an important factor in the game, so if you just can't stay healthy, then that's really on.
Because the 1 year he stays healthy-ish. Ish. The one year he's healthy during the finals. Now you're hitting him with this protocol, and like y'all just said, the king got in trouble for this.
But I mean,
I speak to
We'll
myself.
see. We'll wait till it plays out. See if he's able to play.
I ain't gonna lie. He the point guard, but Steph Curry's the point legend. I'm sorry.
For sure, legend. But while we're still on the topics of sports, we all heard what happened with Floyd Mayweather. Him getting robbed.
Yes.
Especially after the fight was a highway robbery for him to make a bunch of money. Karma's a bitch indeed.
He made $500 million
Karma's a bitch indeed.
off of not even what's the name? What are they calling that? Because it wasn't a real fight.
Exhibition.
Exhibition.
An expedition fight.
Exhibition.
Exhibition. I said expedition.
You taking trucks out here.
An exhibition fight. There's no real winner. Even Logan Paul came out with some money with that.
But you got
That was the whole point.
Now the fight with
That's
the
all about boxing.
Chad Johnson made out with some
No,
money.
that's all what boxing is it's like it's like a party, and you have to like pub that party, and everybody come to that party, and then you
That's
split
a really good example.
the funds, bro. Split the funds of that.
That's a fact.
That's what it is. You just pub the hell out of that party.
but boxing.
You pub the hell out of that
Gone to the
party.
moon with
And everybody
boxing.
wants to go to that party.
I've only been the one gone to the moon, so I'm gonna need y'all to chill.
Because boxing is that's what it is. But yeah, Floyd they broke into his house and stole a whole bunch of his